I am Ilanga Shivakumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, Government College of Engineering, Tanjavur. Here we will discuss EN 8592 Wastewater Engineering, Unit 5. Heat drying. It involves the application of heat to evaporate water and to reduce the moisture content of biosolids through conduction, convection or radiation. Advantage of this method is to reduce product transportation cost, improve storage capability and marketability.
So in continuation of that, in this slide we are going to discuss about another method of dewatering the sludges. That is, here we are going to use a rotary dryer to dewater the water from the sludges. So the dewater process can be done by two methods. One is direct method and another one is indirect method. Now let us discuss about the components of rotary dryer in direct method. The main components of rotary dryer system is a rotary drum dryer installed with an inclination of 3 to 4 degree to horizontal. So the figure shows a rotary dryer in which the sludge moves under gravity along the drum from its raised end to the lower end. The coherent movement of gases and rotation of the drum also aid the movement of the sludges. The rotation speed of the drum is 5 to 8 rpm. For uniform distribution of sludge along the drum cross section, the drum is equipped with fins of various types. To break up and mix the sludge, there are also chains freely suspended at the beginning and at the end of the drum. The chains prevent the sludge from sticking to the walls at the beginning of the dryer and intensify the sludge drying process, and also to avoid the necessity of having dry sludge crusher in the system. Auxiliary components of drum dryer system include a mixer for blending raw dewatered sludge and recycled dry sludge, a drum feed screw, a furnace with a fuel burner for heating the air, a cyclone and scrubber for separating particulates from the hot exhaust gas, a heat exchanger, a dry sludge extraction screw, and storage silo is also provided with the dry dewatering sludge system. Now let us see how the system works. Here you can clearly see here. So air, combustion, and then quench air are feeded at one point, and wet feed you can see at the top end of the dry. So the drum is inclined 4 to 5 degree horizontal, so that the wet feed is feeded here, and the drum is equipped with a fulcrum, so to make a rotation of 5 to 8 degree 5 to 8 rpm in order to uh, let the wet sludge to flow in a gravitational pull direction. So here the crushing is done, and then a cyclone is provided to remove the exhaust gas, and the dry product is collected at the other end. So this is about the rotary drum dry process. So now we are going to discuss about horizontal indirect dryer. A horizontal indirect dryer dries the municipal wastewater sludge, which includes the paddle dryer, hollow filter dryer, and disc dryer. The figure shows a schematic diagram of horizontal indirect dryer. The dryer consists of horizontal jacked vessel with one or two rotating shafts fitted with paddles, flights, or discs which agitate and transport the sludge through the dryer. The heat transfer medium circulates through the jacketed shell and through the hollow core shaft and hollow agitators. A wear at the discharge end of the dryers ensures complete submerge of heat transfer surface into the material being dried. The steam is discharged as condensed after transferring its available energy to the sludge. Dryers that use hot water or oil as the heat transfer medium are constructed internally in a manner different from those required for steam. Dewatering sludge is fed into the vessel continuously with or without mixing any recycled dry product. The transfer of heat from the heat transfer medium raises the temperature of the sludge and evaporates the water from the sludge solid surface. The water evaporated is transported out the dryer by low volume sweep gases or exhaust vapors. If the dry product is mixed with the dewater sludge, the moisture of the sludge can be reduced by 40 to 50%. The blending prevents agglomeration and fouling of the heat transfer surfaces. Dryers that dry unblooded feed sludges should have internal brake bars and must provide enough horsepower to turn the agitator shaft to break up the clumps. Horizontal indirect dryers are capable of drying sludges with less than 10% moisture. So this is about horizontal indirect stages, that is the components of the horizontal indirect dryers. Now the pictures which is shown here which clearly exhibit how the system works. Here you can see on one end heat medium is let in and the feed is fed in top right of the bin. Here you can see fins which is coupled with the shaft which makes a rotation at a very meager RPM. So this will give a compressive force inside the sludge and also the heat medium which passed at the one end of the vessel will dry the sludge. So a compression force in addition with a heat medium which transfers the water in the sludges, and there is an exhaust air ventilation which is provided over which the water, the water is converted into water vapor and it is got evaporated. And the heat oil medium is extracted at the other end of the drum, and then the product, that is the dry cake, is collected at the right end, which is lowered, which is clearly shown in the figure. So this is about indirect drying method.
Thank you.